named Joe Millardo. Nella, if you'd like to come up as well, I'd love for you to come up as well. Nella is his wife. We're going to have them make their way. We've got the metabolic system, we've got Prime, and we've got Core. Core is your total body reboot. Metabolic, you're going to hear about metabolic today in detail, but metabolic is like nothing else in the world, nothing else on the market. It corrects metabolism at its core. It's not one of those get skinny quick and lose all of your muscle type of deals. But what I want to talk to you about today is that this gentleman, Joe, I met you two and a half, maybe? June. Okay, 3 months ago? And towards the end of June. Joe and his wife, Nella, come on over, came to my presentation in Cromwell, Connecticut. They were with their friends, Gino and Nella. And when I first saw Joe, they just were sitting, they were watching, they were kind of watching the presentation. I had no idea the health problems that Joe was going through, but I knew when I looked at him that he didn't look well. At the time, his cheeks were so hollowed out that he had dark, dark shadows. He also, with his cane, was very, very slow. He's walking much faster now. And when he stood up at the end, and I met him personally, and I met Nella, my husband was there that night, and this was my favorite part of meeting you guys, was that we met people that are just like us, that have the same issues going on, and hearing his health problems. When he rattled off his health issues, Crohn's disease, and having 13 inches? 20 inches of his intestines removed. Gallbladder, I'm going to let you do it. He knows it better than me. Let him tell you just a list of what
Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. My name is Joe Millardo. This is my wife, Nella. I can meet up pretty soon. I bumped into my cousin, Gino Millardo, and his wife, Nella, and he hadn't seen me in a long time. And 7 years ago, I used to be 200 pounds. I used to have 17-inch biceps. I used to work out, be athletic. And when he's seen me, he's like, what's wrong with you? Okay, what's wrong with your appearance? I said, you know, Gino, I got so many health issues. I said, I got MS. What Danielle was saying, I got MS. I said, I got Crohn's disease. They took out 20 inches of my intestines. The part they took out was a small part which feeds the nutrient into your body. I said, and I can't get nutrient into my system, I said. And I said, you know, and my gallbladder taken out, which that corresponds to pancreas and liver. They work together. And a total hip replacement, and 3 major back operations. And I said, I tried everything. I said, Gino, I tried everything. I did research on all kinds of probiotics. You name it, I did it. I said, well, let me tell you something. He said, I got something better for you. I said, he goes, just do me a favor. There's a presentation coming up. They got products that are going to help you. And I'm like, Gino, stop it. I said, I've been through all this. I said, I've been to top-notch companies, 8 months. I said, blew a lot of money. Even come close to even feeling good. I said, nothing. He said, look, just do it. And I don't know. I said, give me a call. We'll see. I said, you know. Now, mind you, at that time, I was on my deathbed. Okay, I had gone down to like almost 140 pounds. And my doctor told me, you keep it up, your body's going to feed off itself and your organs are going to fail and you're going to, you know. At that point, I didn't care anymore. I couldn't get out of bed anymore. I had no ambition for life, no energy, no nothing. I just didn't care. And after talking with Gino, I just started thinking. He called me up 3 days later, and he says, listen, you're coming to the presentation, and if I have to come there and bring you on my shoulders and carry this, you're going to go. You need to give this a try. What do you have to lose? Look at you. What do you got to lose? So he came, Gino and his wife came, picked up my wife and I. We went to the presentation. I walk in, and there's Danielle giving the presentation. She was all said and done. I said, wow, she's the person that really sold me on it. Because I don't forget, I did research on a lot of different products. That she sold me on this. I'm gonna, you know, we're gonna join, and I'm gonna try it, see what happens. So we got the big package, and just to give you a little thing about MS, you know that my hand, okay, had no more strength. That's as far as I could have done my fingers. Now I can bring them out straight. My steaks, I couldn't cut anymore. Or even hold a spoon. My wife put up with this for months. Cutting my steaks. I couldn't button my shirts, which I can button my shirts now. There's a nose spray. This leg, I was dragging. Now I'm starting to walk better. I have nephews, nieces, grandson, I have tons of them. I used to always have to sit down, watch him play. You know, my grandson, he calls me Nonno, which means grandfather. He says, can you throw the frisbee with me? I'm like, geez, baby, I just said, Nonno's kind of tired right now, you know. And he kept asking me to throw the ball with me, and I couldn't, because I couldn't release with this hand. And like I said, then my poor wife had to put up with divvy functions, things to go to, and I couldn't go. Because those that have Crohn's, you have to be near a bathroom. I mean, within not even 5 minutes. I used to go 6, 7 times a day. And that's how I was losing a lot of weight too. And I was taking tons of medication just for Crohn's alone. And so anyways, she missed out on a lot. Because of me always saying, no, don't make plans. I said, because you know what happens? I cancel at the end. Because I don't know when this thing's going to kick up on me. You know, I'm just too afraid. Well, then I went on the, I was on the metabolic. Right,
So he was on a total health pack, the entire 3 systems.
Probiotics, essentials, prime, and all that. The only thing I didn't take with the metabolic was to make me lose weight. Right, I didn't take that, right. So, as that happened, I started noticing strength in my hand, strength in my leg. I was only going to the bathroom now twice a day. I mean, I was like, it's like, this thing, it's no joke. This thing is real, you know? And not only that, but it brought my life back, where now, with my grandson, I can throw a ball, throw a frisbee, you know? I can cut my own steak now. Right, a man used to cut his own steak. And then, there was an issue with my niece up in Massachusetts here. She kept teasing me, you know. I was afraid, because if I would have walked, even like just a little bit, I would trip, I would fall. So, I don't know what got into me, but I wasn't paying attention because I was feeling so good. She's like teasing me. I'm like, Ava, you know, I'm going to get you, Ava, I'm going to get you. All of a sudden, I'm trotting, you know, little trots. I never did that. At least about 7 years, 8 years, I've never did that. I want to give thanks and praise and glory to Jesus Christ, because He brought the Bible to me. He brought freedom knowledge to our lives, and I really praise the Lord for this woman right there. Because I think another woman would have said, I can't put up with it, I'm going to get you a caretaker or whatever. But she missed out a lot in life because of my physical limits. And now because of these products, and then God bless you, Dr. Lehman, and the other doctors are doing sealed the deal with my marriage story.
Just so you know, Prime will enliven your marriage. It's an all-natural way to get the libido going and not have a heart attack or stroke while you're doing it.
That's not a miracle claim. We haven't touched miracle claims.
I'm going to get fired, but it's the truth.
Listen, a picture is worth 1,000 words.